Giants Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And Dart was the second quarterback taken in this year's draft, only behind Cam Ward out of Miami. And you look back to his time with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss, he put up some monster numbers. And you got to think, he's the youngest quarterback of the entire 25 draft. So can he transition to a pro-style offense? Can he play the style in which they want to play in New York? From a physical standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, Mike, Jackson Dart looks like the prototypical modern-day NFL quarterback.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On first down, Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Slayton is the man in motion. A run here with Tracy on second down. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Again, it's Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
Down at the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They get 14 on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And a Vikings first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the handoff, Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
Recovered by the offense.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. That's taken in at the 50. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll start with a short field looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And
a gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Giants first down.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes.
And he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Ty Felton now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Moving left. Now he takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Minnesota.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Brian Burns. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Jones. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Jones. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. Flush to his left.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. On play action, it is Dart. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play after being backed up. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, here's Tracy. Big opening up the middle. And he will score. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Vikings nothing.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan. And so far, they've executed it to a T.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own
The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters too. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
On second down, Dart. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
First down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
I really like what I see out of this defense. Definitely playing with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially after falling down here in the first half. They desperately needed that sack, and they got to just continue to get stops and get off the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throwing, Dart, and they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Addison. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy.
The pass. The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Wright now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
First and 10.
The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Now it's Tracy looking to run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On Tracy, the ball carrier. The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On the give, it's Tracy. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Ivan Pace on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man is Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Robinson. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Here's Dart. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Dart. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the gun, 3rd down, it's Dart. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Whose kick is good. And the Giants stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Younghoe Koo is set
So now,
to kick
after
off.
the made field goal, back out is Koo to kick this one off. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
3rd and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard
The Giants
line.
offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 91 yards. Touchdown, New York.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
on is Koo for the point after. It's up and good. And the Giants are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the ground is Mason. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Dart. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And this will be a Giants 1st down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
A 5-yard gain on the
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
In motion, it's Robinson. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Dart. Off balance throw, It's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 1st and 10. Dart gonna throw it again. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
29-yard line.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's another.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Giants move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing again is McCarthy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He has Hyatt complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And that just has to be demoralizing for this offense. I guarantee one of the first things they talked about during the break was slowing down the pass rush. So, needless to say, that's not what they want to see.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Switch!
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
This one is caught by Robinson.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Paulson Adebo, the former Stanford man. They're on the corner blitz to make the play.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but Here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Roy Robertson Harris in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Out to his right. Now he'll run. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
On the run to the right. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. the run game and the pass game. Everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he is going to have a Vikings first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Right at the line of
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
In motion, Naylor. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
31, Vikings 7. Will
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more.
27-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Dallas Turner on the stop.
28-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Starts pass. Intended for Jalen.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. In motion, Naylor. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
At their own
The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Eric Wilson on the tackle.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Giants.
Yes, what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It's third and
The idea
goal.
here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now.
To the goal line and in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Coop for the
lining
extra
up for
point.
the point after.
The kick is good. And the Giants
Makes the
add
score
on to their
Giants
already
38,
sizable lead.
Vikings 7.
So out
Wayne
is
Koo
Coop.
set
He'll
to
kick
kick
this
off.
one away after the touchdown. Ty Felton now on the return. Yeah! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice
The
place
Vikings
for the
take
drive
over
to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now he's just going to flip this
McCarthy's
forward.
pass.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going
Loss
to
of
get him
2
down behind the
brings up
line.
Second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
McCarthy's pass.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but
to
that is
Justin
not
Jefferson.
nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th
And it
down.
seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to let one fly for Addison. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. on the ground. Here's Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Motion man is Hyatt. A play fake, now Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
To go.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Dart. Whoa! And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd. And it sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go! And the Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he will score again. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Giants will add one more onto their big lead.
Vikings 7.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Brian Burns getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
1st down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the Giants come up with it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
8-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And less than a yard.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New York. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants stretch things out even further.
Giants 52, Vikings 7.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could and leads to a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass complete to Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Now McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They gain 18 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Now Dart. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
Giants first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. The run here with Devin Singletary. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And they made it look easy. Their offense playing at about as high a level as they can play. Defense wasn't too shabby either. And they're able to get the victory here by a rout in grand style. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.